See if you can hear it now. Test them, test them, test them. Test them, test them, test them. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Still can't hear nothing? Huh? Shalom, shalom, shalom. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom. Testing, testing. Testing. Good.
It's not bad. It's not like choppy. It's like
picking up on the rain. Testing. Testing. Oh no, we good.
Y'all filming? Wait.
You good? Y'all all right? Shalom. We got the Hebrew Israelites coming out week in and week out to wake up you so-called girls, Latinos, and Native American Indians of nationality as the Hebrew Israelites. All right? So we are living in the last days and time is running out. You know what I'm saying? We out here in all different seasons, rain, sleet, and snow, man. We out here to wake up our people, man. All right? Alright, so get what you got. Get that Genesis 19:35. We're going to talk about Ammon and Moab. Alright?
it's the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 35. Verse 34. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also. Actually, we should probably go up.
Go 24. 19:24.
Verse 24. Then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven.
Go ahead.
And he overthrew those cities.
Right, so the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right, so the angels came to Lot and his wife and told them to leave the city because they was going to destroy it, man. All right? And he told Lot's wife not to look back. All right? Read.
And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt.
Read.
And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before Yahweh. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the plain, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And when it came to pass, when God destroyed the cities of the plain, that God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in the which Lot dwelt.
Right, so he overthrew the cities in which, Lot dwelt, man. So hey, they had to leave. They had to go to another land. right? And brother, you gonna keep reading. Shout out to you coming read.
Verse 30. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him. For he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his 2 daughters.
Read.
And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come into us after the manner of all the earth.
Right, so they thought that they was the only people left on the whole face of the earth. Lot and his daughters, man. So this is the beginning of the Japanese and Chinese race, the history of Ammon and Moab. Read.
Come, let us make our father wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
Right, so they was trying to preserve seed because they, like I said, they thought they was the last people on earth. 3 people, man, which is Lot and his daughters. Read.
And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
Read.
And it came to pass on the morrow, that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him.
Right, so both of his daughters was pregnant, man. Lot being a so-called black man, a Hebrew, akin to Abraham. All right, read.
And the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
Right, so he was drunk, man. Lot became to be drunk. All right, he was drunk, man. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't perceive anything, man. You know what I'm saying? So his daughters, they laid with him, and they conceived, and we're gonna get into that. You think we should switch with little ones? Y'all punk? Read.
Verse 36. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father.
Read.
And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab.
Right, so the first bare the son and called his name who?
Moab.
Right, so this is the father of the Chinese people, man. The people that you see in Chinatown, in Chicago, New York, LA. All right, different parts of America, man. Read.
The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. And the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name Ben-Ami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day.
That's right. Read. Okay. So, hey, did you get, well, I'm going to Ezekiel 5:12. And then now you get the book of Psalm 60 and 8.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, verse 10. Unto the men of the east with the Ammonites, and will give them in possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations.
Read that again.
Well, no, I don't care having more.
Unto the men of the east with the Ammonites.
So unto the men of the east with the Ammonites. The Ammonites, the Japanese today. Read.
And will give them in possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations.
Right, so they're not going to be remembered because of the possession that they have. What is that possession? Their culture. All right, their language, the different dragons and the different fighting styles, martial arts. This is the possession that they got that they're not remembered among the nations, man. When we go to Chinatown, we ain't gonna be able to read Japanese writing or Mandarin Chinese. We don't know what that is, but they're not gonna be remembered among. I don't know why she's doing that. But anyway, they're not gonna be remembered.
That's why I did that.
Ain't nobody recording you. Nobody's recording you. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Anyway, so the possession that they got is their culture, the writing language, the karate, taekwondo. Nobody know how to do that. All right, they even eat with chopsticks. They eat on the floor, sit Indian style. So that is the culture that they got that they not recognized among all other nations. Read that again.
Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 10. Unto the men of the east with the Ammonites, and will give them in possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations.
Right, so they was pushed to the east, man. So we were already in the east, and they was pushed further east. And what is that? Southeast Asia, Japan. All right, so that Japan is as east as you can get. That's further east from China. So the Lord pushed them out. All right, they went into captivity, and that's where they dwelling in now, man. Right? And then, if you can get that book, get that book real quick. That screenshot. So we're gonna how you doing, man? So we're gonna show a screenshot from an unknown book that we've been trying to look for, all right, for like 2 days now. We don't know the title of it, or the author, or the page, but we're gonna read a little passage from it. Excerpt from the book. And if anybody know what book this is, put it in the comment section. All right, get that out.
This unknown book says, Joel refers to the valley of Jehoshaphat as a place of judgment, as pointed out in the final theater of war. It is significant that it was Moab and Ammon, the ancestors of China and Japan, who came against Jehoshaphat to battle.
Right, so the ancestors of who?
China and Japan, who came against Jehoshaphat to battle. Today their descendants are the peoples of two great heathen countries, both of which will evidently be against Israel in the final phase of the present world.
Okay, so that's what the two countries is China and Japan, which is Ammon and Moab, man. Okay. Get what you got, Isaiah 60 and what I tell you again, Isaiah 60 and what?
You want a Psalm 60?
Hold on, let him finish.
Try to get some more.
Which phase will begin when Gog of the land of Magog moves toward the mountains of Israel.
Right, and that's Russia, man. That's Russia and Ukraine right there, man. Hold this real quick. Yeah, get that, King. What's that, Psalms?
Psalm 68.
Yeah, Psalm 68. So Moab and Ammon is the Japanese and Chinese, man. All right, that's who they are according to the Bible. That's their biblical nationality, man. Get what you got.
This is the book of Psalms 68.
God.
Moab is my washpot.
Right, so Moab is my washpot. Now, evidently, Moab owns most of the laundry mats and laundry places to wash clothes here in America, man. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Right, so Moab is the washpot over Edom. So Edom gets everything from China. That's why it says this is washpot over Edom, because Moab is gonna help take this place down. You know? Yeah. That was the sister that you saw that was screaming that stuff out of the car was the same sister. That wasn't the same. I'm talking about the lady that just drove past.
Oh, yeah.
That was her. Read that again, Doc.
This is Psalm 68.
Read.
Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Right, so over Edom where the Most High cast out his shoe. All right? So Moab is going to help get this place down. So Moab has a great judgment as well. And so Moab also has a great judgment. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get away with it either. Psalms 83. And you got how Moab, the word how, it's a scripture in Ezekiel, which is prophesied against Moab. Because the Chinese and Japanese, they got to pay for what they did to the nation of Israel as well. You know what I'm saying? Putting the tribe of Gad in captivity and putting the rest of the Israelites in captivity, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to forget nothing.
This is Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Right, so they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So these nations they literally hate you Israelites, man. They hate your damn guts, man. They don't get down with you. They don't F with you. Because you know how people love to use that word F. They don't get down with you at all, man. So why you so busy hating yourself, they hate your ass, man. All right, so like the brother read, they have lifted up the head, read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
Read.
and consulted against thy hidden
Right,
ones.
so they consulted against our hidden ones, man. That's the Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. We the ones hid. They don't, when tourists come into America, they not trying to go find black people, man, or Latinos. They going downtown, they gonna see the Magnificent Mile, they gonna try to see the beam, and they gonna try to get some of that Chicago deep dish pizza that they've been hearing about, man. They not going to the south side or the slums to see you niggas, man. So you are hid, my friend, you are hid, read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right, so Israel is not in remembrance because the true people of the land don't know who they are. They calling themselves black, African American, Negro, real niggas, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Panamanians, man. You calling yourself everything but a child of God, read.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Right, so they are confederate against us. That means that they are together against you. They are united for your.
The tabernacles of Eve.
That's the so-called white man, read.
And the Israelites of Moab.
Right, so we just were talking about Moab. Moab is the Chinese people today, man. All right, so they bring all these different diseases here, from the imports of different countries coming in from China. All right, what's with that C-19 and all these different diseases that these people get. That's because they hate. First of all, they hate America. Also hate black people. Man. They can't stand you, man. They can't stand you Israelites. All right, read that again.
The tabernacles of Eve. And the Ishmaelites of Moab.
Moab, read.
And the Hagarene.
Right, so that's Moab right there, and the Hagarene, man. Get Revelations 13 and 9. Get what you got, Doc. Yeah, the sister gonna walk past like saying F y'all and all. That's all right, sister. We gonna see if you gonna be that proud when your Howard shot come back. Because first of all, nobody was recording you this way for you to do that. Nobody was recording. The camera is right here. There's no camera over here by us, man. All right, so we gonna see how proud you is when your Howard shot come back.
This is the book of Isaiah, 16, 7. Verse 6. We have heard the pride of Moab.
Pride. How the hell you got pride and you was brought forth by incest, man? Down syndrome. Because we didn't even get to that part. That's the real reason why we know Ammon and Moab, because the daughters slept with their father. Now, if you sleep with near kin, that's a little different. All right? So, according to the Genesis 19 and 34, you slept with your father Lot, which is one of our forefathers originally.
And then even they
kept sleeping with each other, which caused more Down syndrome, man. Which is Mongoloidism, man. So how the hell you gonna have pride against the children of Israel, man? That's prideful, man. Read.
We have heard of the pride of Moab. He is very proud.
Right, so he is very proud, man.
Even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath. But his eyes shall be so. Therefore shall Moab howl for Moab.
Read.
Shall howl. Shall mourn. Surely they are stricken.
Right, so they are stricken, man. All right, they are stricken. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is always bringing some type of natural disaster over there in China, man. They be getting hit with earthquakes, 9.4 stuff shaking the whole foundation over there, man. Tsunamis, They sliding away to their destruction. The Lord is bringing that thing to them, man. Read.
For the fields of Heshbon shall languish, and the vines of Sibmah. The lords of the heathen have broken down the principal plants thereof. They are come even unto Jazer. They wander through the wilderness. Her branches are stretched out. They are gone over the sea.
Because also Esau took over China for 100 years, man, during 1216 dynasty, which is, I believe it's called the Jin dynasty. And that's the reason why a lot of Moab is not as brown or dark as they once originally was, because the British went over there and they set up shop for like 100 years. All right? That's more than that? All right, that's it. Get Revelation 13 and 9. Hey, can you turn your hotspot on? So I can my Bible is good too. You get that Revelation 13 and 9. Then you get Exodus 21 to 16, because we built the Great Wall of China, man. A lot of people don't know that black people built that, man. We built that thing. They had us in captivity, man. All right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right, so let him go into captivity, man. Because they led my forefathers into captivity, so let them go into captivity. Read.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Now, we got some of these Hebrews, these individual Hebrewites, all right, that say all they do is talk about Esau. All they do is talk about Esau. Okay, well, you got your subscription, man. We talking about Moab. So Moab led us in captivity. They going into captivity. All right, read that one more time, King.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right, so we patiently waiting, man. So we not only want to get Esau, we want to get Moab too. Because they proud as we speaking against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians as well, man.
Gotta get them all of them.
So we not prejudiced, man. All right? We ain't prejudiced. We coming from whoever, man. Any one of you heathens that did anything, you got to pay for what you did, man. God said the Most High, man. All right? Get Isaiah 14 and 1.
Y con razón.
Yeah, get Exodus 21 and 16.
Exodus 20.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and for handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, so Moab led us into captivity too, man. We ain't gonna forget nothing, man. They led us into captivity too. So he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So we're gonna take them captives, whose captives we were. Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
So we're gonna rule over Moab's ass, man. All right, we're gonna rule over him, man. Just like they ruled over us. They used to torture us too, man. You know what I'm saying? Moab and them used to torture us, man. They it was a picture of what they used to do to Jacob. They used to put his neck to this thing, and they used to turn it with a metal, and then it'd crush their neck, man, and kill them. That's what they used to do. So they was really on that Mortal Kombat shit with us, man. They was really on that Mortal Kombat stuff with us, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like a torture thing they used to do. They used to put Jay's neck on it, and then it's the thing that they used to turn. It's like this little metal thing. It snap it off. Like when it get real tight, it snap it off. So they was really doing us like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And just think about how many Negroes that stuck in the Great Wall of China, the actual the wall, man. They died up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't forgetting about it, man. They thought we only knew the history about what the white man did to us, man. No, we know all the history, man. We know how Ham chopping the head off and eating the damn hand, man. We know about that. We ain't gonna forget nothing, man. Nothing. All right? I got it. I was able to get it. Exodus 21:16. You want to say something about that? Yeah, so like all your Japanese, characters and, like movies and stuff, when they get hunted by like the scary man and all that.
Japan anime?
Yeah, we gonna just remember that when Yahweh Shai come back. Because he gonna be the true the samurai. The Hebrews like samurai.
I'm sure everybody knows about Naruto. It's a scene in there that I like to compare Yahweh Shai to. It's, I think his name is like Madara or something.
Yeah.
And it was Madara versus like the entire
Ninja Alliance.
Yeah. It really reminded me of Revelation and the wine press, because he was in there just whooping ass, and them niggas was Japanese, and so that's what he gonna be doing to them Japanese people. That's what he gonna be doing to them Jewish people, namely. They ain't even land a finger on him, and that's exactly how it's gonna be with Christ.
While he was thumping them out, he was also mocking them while he was doing it too.
God, we gotta do a video on that, man. We gotta, what is it called again?
I got this Exodus 21:16.
Yeah, Kyle, get that out.
Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
He shall surely be put to death. We ain't gonna bargain, ain't no plea bargain. No, man, I ain't know that was your people. And, we didn't know that we was doing God's people like that. No, he shall surely. Ain't no plea bargain with that, man. Ain't no plea bargain, man. You know what I'm saying? You shall surely be put to death, man.
Sure, for sure.
For sure, man. And that word sure is con, man. The word con goes back to, it's not only yes, but it actually means sure as well, man. So they're going to be conly put to death, man. Period, man. You want to get that again?
This is Exodus 21:16.
Bring it out.
And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Right, so he shall surely be put to death, man. Like I said, it's no plea bargain, man. You stole us, now we got to get you. You know what I'm saying? You kidnapped us, man. You took us from Africa, all right, because we was running from Israel, from the onslaught. Then you put us in America, you got us trouble in paradise. We don't know who the hell we is. We walk around here discombobulated, don't know what the hell going on, man.
But Christ said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So they didn't know who they were taking. So Christ has to forgive them.
Where's my reparations at, man? Hey sister, where's our reparations? You know what I'm saying? You know? So it shouldn't be no. We good. You see that? That's what's wrong with our people. They think that they not sick. They think there ain't nothing wrong with them. They gave reparations to everybody, but you got this sellout ass black woman who says that we good, we don't need nothing. Everything is going up, and she talking about we don't need nothing. Bro, like this is the outcome of America, man.
You only feed your kids.
This is what America made us, man. We ain't apologizing for nothing. We unapologetic. Well, we apologetic. We unapologetic. We unapologetic. But they want to apologize for everything, right?
Yeah.
Right. We unapologetic. We ain't apologize for nothing. All right. But we just want to be apologetic. Black people need to do this and need to do that, and we need to stop. Like, look, they stole everything. You think working and going to school, you gonna be a millionaire and a billionaire? Man, look, you ain't gonna be rich, man. It's just another way, a tool to keep you to be a slave. Stop playing. Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22.
Read.
Get out.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right, so the sister was robbed and spoiled because she wanted to be apologetic, man. She always apologized for what they did. Yeah. that's the majority of black Latinos, man. They locked up. All right? They locked up, Rick.
Therefore pray and none deliver it.
Right? So we are praying and not delivering. No, you a ass. You don't care about your own people. You probably can't keep a man without. You know what I'm saying, Rick?
For a spoil and none saith restore.
Right, so none said restore, man. Nobody is trying to help us, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to help ourselves, but when we helped ourselves with Black Wall Street and all the other little organizations that we had, what did they do? They infiltrated. If you do something, they're gonna infiltrate.
And see, now that black people have realized that they're gonna start blowing shit up, and now that that's like socially unacceptable now,
Yeah.
Now they start paying other black people some of these agent camps, you know?
So they didn't get that. They got crafty enough to do that now. They're like, all right, we not gonna do it. We gonna send their own people.
Right. We can't just blow up an entire fucking city block anymore. So now let's start paying people to start destroying.
Doing the men by their own people.
Let's start putting guns in their alleys at 2 in the morning when nobody's up, and then we'll give them some free crack or tell them how to make crack.
Yeah.
And then they'll just go sell it.
Yeah. So that and our people they the best slaves money didn't have to buy. You know, even the sister didn't nobody have to pay her to make that statement. Like that's free exposure for Esau, man. Free exposure. I ain't telling you that she did that on her own. Exactly. So they doing the dirty work for the people that we after slavery we been supposed to have unified, right? Under the Israelites. But you still got black people doing dumb shit and you know what I'm saying, trying to make it and doing whatever they want to do. So that's the main reason why we still here. Because of our own self, our people just want to be sellouts, man. So if she want to blame somebody, she needs to blame the sellouts of our people, which is her. Blame your damn self, man. You know what I'm saying? Period, man. Blame your damn self. Don't come over here blaming us, lady. Because you took the curse, you took the bad. You took the American way of life. You wanted to be what you seen in the movies and all that. Going to college and all that other stuff. And I'm not saying going to college is wrong, but if you got your mind wrapped up into this American democracy, you finished, man. You know what I'm saying? You finished. Because we ain't playing by the rules no more, man. They want us to keep playing by the rules. We done, man. We not playing their game no more, man. Because this ain't nothing but a big-ass game, and we the fucking joke, man. We the fucking joke. They like, oh, they done playing our game? Yes, we're done, man. We not finna keep playing this wicked-ass game, man. We thought that if we just learn how to accept them for who they are, they'll change. You still got black people getting gunned down by the police and hung. So it's nothing gonna change that, man. You had an Edomite get open surgery, and it was a black man that was gonna do the open surgery, and he said he didn't want a black person operating on him. So he didn't even know that the kidney that he was gonna get came from another black person. So he didn't even get the kidney, man. He didn't even get the kidney. That's what he get for speaking proud, man.
And not knowing that black people are some of the best doctors on earth.
Yeah, but the thing about it is we still not respected for our credentials. They still look down upon us because Esau is using rap music and hip hop as engineered to say, look, don't trust them black people. Look, the immigrants that come here, they make them sit down and watch a video on black people and say if they try to steal something from you, call the police. You know they got videos on that now, bro. When these people they come here from different countries, they make them sit down and watch videos on the urban American black. And they say if this is what to do if they do this, this is what to do if for this and that. And while we sit up here trying to kiss their ass, bro, they literally conspiring against us. Psalms 83. If they do this, then do this. If they steal from you, call the police. Do this, do that. Like they literally, it's a science behind this shit. How they know they know more about us than our own self, man.
Let me make this point about what that sister was talking about when she walked by. You don't want to be in that mind frame, man, because these devils these heathens, they owe us everything. And the moment when we stop asking for that reparation is exactly what the other nations want. The moment we stop, it's like praying, for example. This is why you gotta always pray, right? And not let up on it, man. Right? Because if you don't pray enough, it's just going to fade away. Let me bring out this precept, right? This is a parable what Yahweh said in Luke 18 and verse 18. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. There was in a city a judge which feared not God, neither regarded men. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. Because when you say we're not owed reparation, or we're not owed this,
that's a proud statement. Yeah.
Right, when you say stuff like this, then how are we going to get avenged? How are we going to get that recompense when you stop asking for it, right? This is exactly what these other nations want us to do. If enough of us asked for it, they would have been given. But since there's so many people that's selling out and and think it's okay to not ask for something that we're owed, then it makes us look weaker, and it makes the movement look weaker too, right? This woman, in this parable, won vengeance, man, and kept going to the judge and asking him over and over and over again, man. Right? Let me read on. Verse 3, and there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. Verse 4, and he was not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me, man. So you gotta, it's like a continual thing, man. You gotta be on that, bro. You gotta be on about that reparation. You gotta be on about that that payback, man, that vengeance, man. On and on and on again until it's like a broken record, until the actual judge gets, basically tired of hearing it from you and decide to do something about it.
Yeah, that's what we doing. We asking for vengeance. We asking the Most High and Yahweh Shai, Lord Yahweh Shai, man, for vengeance and revenge, man.
And that woman that walked by, she's not asking for vengeance, man. She's not asking for recompense. She's not asking for what we're owed, man. Thinking it and basically telling us, man, just pull ourselves by our bootstraps.
We've been doing that.
Right.
How strong we gonna continue to be? We show that we the strongest nation of people, and they still trying to. Well, they not that strong. They not that strong. Bro, we went through no other race went through what we went through, man. And we still here. They owe us something, man.
It's just that
they stole our land, all that. Bro.
It's just our people are begging and complaining to the wrong power, man. You gotta bring your concerns with the Most High. You trying to barge and be appeased with these white people. We shall overcome and all of this bullshit. No, go to the Father, bug the Father about it, and the Father's gonna send somebody to do something about it, right? This is verse 6. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said, and shall not God avenge his own elect?
Right, so the Most High is going to revenge his elect, man. And they going to be in trouble when that happens.
Which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them. Right?
And how do we cry? We come out here and we lift our voice up like a trumpet. Isaiah 58:1. You know what I'm saying?
So we don't care if they try to mock us and say, oh man, you guys be complaining about, the white man too much. You talk about the white man too much. Well, damn nigga, you don't talk about him enough.
Right.
The more of us that complain about this devil, the quicker we gonna get out of here. And a lot of you niggas love being here. There ain't no excuses for you to want to be here for the goddamn long.
Right. Yeah.
So man, to hell with all of you fucking shutouts, man. Basically.
Yeah.
Because they're not about your people, man.
They're about their own belly, man. They just want to fill their own belly. Because that's how they keep us divided. Get it by yourself. Do it by yourself. Get it out the mud. Because if you together, they like, damn, yo, it's a lot of them and they all got money and they got power and they fear their God. That's what they fear. So they just send you on suicide missions, like get your money by yourself. And when they want to get you, they gonna get you. Because you by yourself. They know what you're doing, they know all that. It's just called divide and conquer. They divide you to keep you conquered, man. Get what you got there. Yeah, con.
And that's also, I believe, on the back of the dollar bill in Latin, right?
Yeah, con. Yeah, so they divide us like that.
I got two verses. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Right, so the Bible says, though hand join in hand, we join in hands with the wicked.
Missing
You know
ingredient.
what I'm saying? We trying to be good with them. But that's still going to be punished.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Right, so ain't no such thing as no righteous other nations, man. They not righteous in the eyes of God, man. They wicked. You know what I'm saying? Read.
They're nothing but like dust of the balance.
Yeah,
Man.
the
Good
spittle
for
and
nothing.
stuff, yeah.
And that's basically what they are. They show you throughout all of history, these people are good for nothing, and they will never amount to anything, man.
Right.
But just warmongering and devourers.
They just
is
some
what
hate,
they are.
they some hating ass people, man. They love hating black people, man. Latinos, Native American Indians.
It's like they stole your favorite toy, and now they have the toy in their hand, and they playing with it, and they messing it up, they breaking it, you know. You know how you like when you was a youngin', and you have like a Game Boy color or whatever like that with the games in it. You didn't want nobody to play with that, man, because you don't want it to break or get missing or anything like that, man. Right? This is the same thing that's happening with these heathens, man. All of this that's on the earth is yours, and they're messing it up. You should get mad. You should be angry at that. You should be man. I can't even.
Then they walking scot-free around
Right.
here like ain't nothing happened.
These people should be behind bars, man.
Hey,
You walk through, brother.
slavery was only like, how many years slavery was?
About 400.
That wasn't even that long ago, man.
And I always try to use that, not example, but like it's like a pie chart. So let's say we've been here for like 550 something years, right? We were in slavery majority of that. And then they're like, okay, let's just let them out.
Then they stole the land from our brothers, the indigenous tribes. Like, so like that's off, man. They stole this land and they because New York was originally New Amsterdam. One of them was called New Amsterdam.
Right.
All right, so they changed it to New York. You know what I'm saying? The father of Chicago, Gene Point de Sable, which was a Haitian, a Levite. Yeah, kind. So he was he discovered Chicago, man. He was a so-called black man. But guess what? We don't own. It's not owned by us, man. We don't own these buildings and all this stuff. So it's just like the scripture said, we're gonna go to him for the one of all things. So if anybody sit up here saying like, why y'all steady complaining because they own everything, we got to keep going to them.
Yeah, why don't we own our own banks? Why can't we charge other people that want to borrow from us interest? Because that's where the real money is, man.
Like, the owner of Cash App, they recently killed him, right? Let's say, for instance, a black person on Cash App. No, we can't, nothing. We can't have that. Right? They're going to say, no, we cannot have no black man owning no Cash App. Nah. Run it. Like with Dr. Dre, when he got all that money by Beats by Dre, they made his ass sell it, man. They made Dr. Dre sell it, so you ain't gonna prosper here, man. You might get a little crumbs, but guess what? When Esau say give it up, you give it up, they gonna give it.
Yeah, like when they have
Yeah, yep. If you don't give it up, they gonna kill you. So it's like your life. They say you worth more dead than alive.
Look at all of that, bro. How did they get that money in the first place, man? Off of free labor. And the money that they made from free labor, they loaned it out to us with interest. We gotta pay what we borrow plus a percentage back, man.
Yeah, God.
When are we gonna get on the back end of that, man? When are we gonna be the one charging interest? When are people are gonna come to us asking us for stuff? And when is that gonna happen?
Right.
Right? Shit, if we can't talk about reparations, if we can't talk about sovereignty and land being owed to us, man.
And look, in the kingdom of heaven, we gonna do them just like they did us. Get that scripture where it say, they shall take hold of a man that is a Jew. We say we seek your God, we gonna destroy them, bro. It ain't gonna be, that scripture ain't like what they think it's gonna be, man. We gonna remember how they did us, man. We gonna do Deuteronomy 30 and 7 on their ass, man. You know what I'm saying? We not finna just forget nothing. Like, y'all can just be included in the phone and everything is over. No.
Right.
That's not finna happen.
When they didn't have to do a damn thing to get that blessing, but accept Christ dying, and now everybody can just come in.
Yeah.
When we had to go through all the hardship, when we had to go through all the slavery and actually or striving to keep the commandments,
Right.
they could just come in and not have to do shit, just believe in Christ that he died for everybody.
And that's the point, bro.
Yeah, that's
That's
like
the point.
and another thing too, man. They didn't even wake us up and tell us we were Israelites.
And Salakia, not only that, but Christ being a black man dying for everybody. And then they wanted to change him to make white people look good. Like, oh, look at this white man who died for the whole world.
Right.
And
That's
then,
blasphemy, right?
and then it be your own people in the Israelite world saying that the other nations can make it, but they not gonna be able to take that shit that Jesus is so-called Jesus is a black man. They're not gonna be able to take that shit. They're gonna be spinning our feet and everything.
Yeah, and I tell y'all about that all the time. You think just because we in the kingdom, they're spitting your face, you have to, you have to put them in order.
And guess what?
They gonna do that, man. Literally do that to us, man.
Listen, they can spit on me as long as they expect to take 30.
Because they're not gonna wanna serve us, man. So they're gonna be literally trying to die and do like this, man.
The book of Zechariah 8 and 23.
Really?
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew.
Right, so they're gonna be trying to take our garments and grab them and like, man, we coming with you, man. We know you, the Most High is with you. Really?
Say, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with
They want to go with us, huh? Isaiah 14 and 1. That's TV. So they want to go. They want to come with us. That's how we do it. Y'all want to come with us? You sure? You sure you ready for this?
I should have brought my umbrella.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually, no, it's a better thing.
God, they want to come with us, man. To bind that chains with feathers of heart. Get that. They want to come with us, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 15.
God.
And out of his mouth goes the sharp sword that should smite the nation.
Right, so he gonna do what?
Smite the nation.
Right, so he gonna smite the nations, right?
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Right, because they want to come with us. Okay, all right, well, you're going to serve us for 1,000 years. How does it feel getting your back beat in and getting stumped and jumped and oppressed, man?
And then after that they gonna be on the bottom just like we was.
To get your ass beat for 1,000 years, man.
But you know there will be those who actually plead. Like, obviously, whoever's the master of those slaves can choose like, oh, you I.
Right.
I'm not gonna beat you that much. Maybe like two lashes a week.
We're gonna turn them against each other, man. We're gonna have the house Esau, the house Edomite against the field Edomites.
We're gonna have
we're gonna have them divided against each other, man. And he gonna have better food and clothes than them
For the house. And the clothes.
This is the book of Psalms 149 and 8. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
And then whoever's on the comment board, they might say, "No, that's a little bit too harsh, man." Well, look, that's the scriptures, man. That's what the Bible say, man.
That's a little bit.
We didn't make this up, man. Because when Deuteronomy on us, bro, what was the love for our people, man?
Right.
When Deuteronomy 28 was kicking and stumping the shit out of us, man. What was the doing that for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. So when it's their turn, we ain't gonna have no mercy, man. Get that scripture where it say he would give power over the nations. That's Revelation.
To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor hath all his say.
Right, so to execute that written, Deuteronomy 37, man, because that was written. Right? We're going to execute that thing, man. And the same way they did, we're going to have that scripture in our hands while we execute judgment upon them, man. And we ain't playing, man. We dead serious, read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 12.
Yeah, that's why.
Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God,
Read.
and he shall go no more out.
That is the one that's the power of the nation. That's 25. It say here. And what that scripture would it say? But I give power over the nation. They shall beat them with a rod of iron. They shall rule them with a rod of iron. Yeah. Yeah, man. So Yahweh Shai gonna give us the power, man. All right, yeah, kind of get that.
This book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 6. And he that overcometh and keepeth my word,
So that means,
will I give power over the nation, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron.
So we gonna have power over the nation, man. We gonna be the new kings of this earth. You know what I'm saying? Read.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
So we gonna break them up like oatmeal. We gonna break them up like sand. We gonna break them up like mortar. We gonna break them up like cement. And we gonna make them submit.
God.
Read.
Even as I received of my father.
So Yahweh Shai gonna receive the keys to the new city, man. And then he gonna give it to us. He gonna crown us. Lord willing, we be the brothers.
Time.
All right. And then you other nations, you grass. Your ass is grass. All right, because, yeah, man, the prophecies got to come to pass. What you got, King? Hey, what the hell you do? Get hop down, rule over 10 cities.
You want to do
Yeah, what's up?
Deuteronomy?
Yeah, 30 and 7. Get that. Get that scripture where it say, be a rule over 10 cities. He said, well done, my servant. Because Yahweh Shai is a black man, bro. Jesus is black. You know that sister? Jesus is black. She look like my sister. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. So Yahweh Shai is a black man coming back for the blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. Because those are the people that's downtrodden. This brother was he Latino? I think he was Latino. He might be Puerto Rican. What's your nationality?
Half black, half white.
Who is black?
I'm a mom.
Your mom. What's your father? What is he?
A Greek.
Oh yeah, this ain't for him. This ain't for you, man.
I was born in Durban, South Africa.
It don't matter where you were born. It matters what your father is.
Explain.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their countries after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their clothes, right? So all with skin color don't matter, right? Because originally everybody on the earth had darker skin. But the Bible, you believe in the Bible, right? Yes. The Bible teaches about like a specific bloodline of people. There are literally people that are sons of God walking the earth, and then there are people who are just not. You know? And so you heard about the Israelites, right? Sure. Yeah, so the 12 tribes, the children of Israel, those are the sons and daughters of God walking the earth, right? And everybody else, how it's supposed to be, everybody else that's not an Israelite, they were supposed to serve those people, and those people in turn were supposed to rule the earth under the laws of God. But that's
So
not.
you take all of this literally? Like word for word?
Not everything is literal in the Bible. There's parables, there's dark sayings,
All I have to say is, stay safe with taking things literally, because that's how things get out of hand very, very fast.
Well, I mean, even if we look at biology, the sperm is inside of a man. And
here's the thing: the sperm can't do anything without the egg. Can't do anything without the egg.
you're right, but sperm cell is designed so already you're inside of your body. Right now you're holding seed. If you were to go and pregnant right now, that child would be yours because the seed is inside of your body. All you're doing is your egg is growing the seed. Like, for example, let's say I have an apple seed in my hand and I make you go to Japan with apple seed.
I'm just confused about how all this correlates.
It's off the seed line of the
I'm just very inquisitive as a person, and I just want to know how we got from this to that. That's all I'm asking.
It's the same subject, though. We're talking about seeds, bloodlines.
So, like, what is some, in one sentence, what can I get out of this?
I mean, you said you believe in the Bible. You got everything that's in there. This is one of
But
the.
here's the thing, though. We can look at ISIS, and they're taking their book to the T, literally. So we can look at that, right? So, like, you know,
Sir, do you believe in the Bible or not?
oh, I do. But there's some things that are very, it's too literal.
We just,
Okay, so what is your explanation of Numbers chapter 9?
yeah.
Which is again the pedigree after their father.
Yeah, you are with your father.
So let me just ask you one more time. Your sperm is inside of you, or inside of you, right? Does the woman then take over from that point? Does she just completely override the growth process?
There's a thing called genetics.
So I'm gonna ask you again. If I give you an apple seed, we're in Hyde Park, Chicago, right? And I give you the apple seed and I send you to Japan. Is that no longer an apple seed when you plant it in that dirt? Or is it now a hybrid apple seed? Or
Yeah.
how so?
I mean, it's still an apple.
All right, it's still an apple.
So how do you explain this? Say two people procreate, right?
Right.
And they're both regular people. No problems, no mental problems. And that kid has Down syndrome.
Right.
Who's to blame, the father?
Honestly, that's a good question.
We
But
just was talking about that.
How do you deal with that? Because I gotta go, but hey, be safe. Not everything's literal. Be safe.
He didn't say everything was literal in the Bible.
But I mean,
Hey, I think they ages, man. Because
Yeah.
what we just talking about Moab with the Down syndrome.
Let me say this. Everything is not literal in the Bible. We cannot make that statement. He just attacked a straw man. He didn't attack something we didn't say. But go ahead, Connie.
Back to the words of the Lord, man. So like you are what your father is, man. You know what I'm saying? The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. And that's who we sent to. Somebody get Matthew 10 and 5.
I still have this Deuteronomy 30.
Yeah, get that.
This is Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
Right, so the curses of Deuteronomy is going to be placed upon our enemies, man. Read.
And on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, and thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord.
And that's what we're trying to do now. So we're trying to get the curses off of us, man. They know that we are bound by a curse. So we're trying to return to the Heavenly Father these curses off of us, man. But the heathens, they want to keep on us. They want to keep us in sin. They want to keep us lost and confused. They don't want us to come out here and wake up our people. All right? You know what I'm saying? This guy, he said that his father was Greek. And, hey, it ain't for you then, man. You know what I'm saying? He can't even be a concubine. He can't even be a concubine. Because, you know, Deuteronomy 21 and 10, where it talks about when thou goest to war against our enemy and you see a fine woman among the other nations and you just desire her to be unto you. You know what I'm saying? So he's finished, man. In other words, get that again, Doc.
This is Deuteronomy 30.
Like, at least the other nations of women, they probably might have just a little bit of mercy, because when we conquer these nations, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna take them as spoilers of war.
We can't make that correlation because we don't know that a man can be regenerated.
No, that's what I was saying is that, you know, he's a man, he carries the seed, so you know what I'm saying, that can't happen for him. You see what I'm saying?
Off of his offspring?
Yeah, it can't happen.
I thought
for
you
him.
meant that towards him.
No, hell no. Now I'm saying like you know, when we go to war, like we see like Jeremiah 16:16, when we go to war with them, and we take them as prisoners, we're gonna have spoilers of war. So like he's not gonna be a woman, he's absolutely a man. So nobody's gonna like, 'cause that goes against Torah. Sexuality goes against Torah. So he's gonna be destroyed, man.
This is Deuteronomy 30. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, and thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord.
Right, so, and we still being persecuted, man. Just racism alone is persecution. You know what I'm saying? You sit up here trying to be a good Samaritan. You trying to, you know, better yourself in this world.
Trying to help out everybody.
Yeah, and then they still showing their obvious of racism towards you, man.
Yeah, the problem with our people is like we don't prefer one another enough, man. And when I say prefer, you can take that concept and like apply it to like anything basic, man. You know, like you have a preferred clothing style that you know, like to wear.
Right.
A preferred pet. You have a favorite. More than the other. Why can't our people do that towards themselves, man? Right? And it's just a simple concept, man.
Because they really they still got our minds. That's what it is. Like with Caesar Borgias, it makes you naturally submit to Esau.
And like this is how it's supposed to be. Like when you type in Jesus Christ, Google it, as a so-called because it's so much evidence and proof to show that the Lord, you know, have very dark skin, man. Very dark, bro. Like blacker than Wesley Snipes.
But his color don't matter.
They love saying that. They love saying that.
Even though the Bible
He's
says,
in spirit.
believe me in spirit and in truth, Revelation 1 and 15 is actually his glorified body.
Right. And I'm going to show you that color matters too. Like it. You know, a lot of dark-skinned people, they got picked for being dark. I thought color didn't matter. Why you man? You know what I'm saying? So I thought color didn't matter, but when you say it like, damn, he's dark. Who you man? Like, no, color does matter, man. And it's definitely going to matter with Yahweh Shai, because he's a very dark-skinned man.
Color doesn't matter when it's convenient to them. You know? So why are they the only ones that bring up these inconveniences, man? You know?
It's even crazier because so he was white when he was here, but his glorified body is a dark-skinned black man with woolly hair. You know? I don't know.
Don't let my phone get wet.
This is the book of Matthew.
Tell them the wind is like knocking them off.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 10. Sorry, it's like in chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahweh Shai sent and commanded them, saying, go not in the way of the Gentiles.
So go not into the way of the Gentiles. Read.
And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not,
Read.
but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right, so the lost sheep of the house of Israel is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Read.
And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Right, so the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right, and he said that the kingdom is within us. So we are ushering in the kingdom. It starts with us, man. When they say the kingdom is at hand, it starts with us. We got to do what it takes to get the kingdom. See, because somebody will read that, they like, he said that like 2,000 years ago. So where's the kingdom? It still starts with us. We have to come back to our nationality as the Israelites, man, for the kingdom. Read.
Heal the sick,
Read.
cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give.
Right, and get the gospel. What's that? Luke 4 and 14. Yeah, Luke 4 and 14. So the gospel is only for the Israelites, man. So why is they listening to gospel music, man? Because that's only for the church. They took that literally.
They'll listen to gospel music before they actually listen to an audio Bible.
Yeah.
You supposed to be listening to that audio Bible more than like the carols in the church, man. You are not even listening.
Because that's the real gospel music. Read.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
Right, so we got to preach the gospel to who?
The poor.
But the white man is rich, man. He owns everything. To who?
The poor.
Read.
He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
Right, so ain't nobody more brokenhearted than a black or Hispanic, man.
Yeah, where's the nation of black?
Right.
Where's the nation of the poor? Whatever word you want to use, black ass, man. Where's that nation at, man?
Right.
Why don't it have tall high buildings, man?
Right.
Or skyscrapers, man? Or banks?
The headquarters.
Right. Or his army or whatever like that, man. Where that at?
Right.
Niggas need to start thinking like that, man.
White man looking at me crazy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
we ain't
But,
even getting the man.
yeah, man, when it, like, our people, especially our men, they started to call each other kings, right?
God.
How you gonna call your brother a king when you niggas not acting like kings, man? Do kinky shit, bro. Yeah, go and take some stuff over, man. But y'all wanna take each other over. That's what y'all wanna do. Y'all wanna kill the one that looks like you, man. That's what y'all wanna do. What about the real enemy? What about the people that got most of your brothers and sisters incarcerated, man? What about that? That's the real battle. The Lord said in the gospel, he's going to release them from those prisons, man.
Right, and why none of these rich celebrities going back to the jail and helping, you know what I'm saying, the brothers that's incarcerated? I think it's only been like maybe Kanye West or something, going to the jails and doing stuff for them. But you got all that money, you couldn't take a day out to help the brothers that's locked up? Come on, man. And there's a lot of brothers wrongfully convicted for murders and different crimes that they can't get out, man.
Right, and people in jail for laws that were passed and then abolished years later. Like it was, I'm sure everybody knows about the situation where that one black brother had gotten arrested for marijuana some years ago, and then, you know, now it's legal, and he was still in jail after the first.
They made a movie about something like that with Eddie Murphy and that other guy that played in Bad Cops. With man, I can't believe my name. The other guy that played in
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence. It was just an old movie. They got
Talking about life?
Yeah, life.
Yeah, life.
They got put in prison for
slavery.
Yeah, basically a long time ago, and like well, unjustly, unwrongly, right? And then when it was time for them to get released, they couldn't even find the charges for while they were put in there in the first place.
You talking about when they was in slavery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the movie Life. But they escaped towards the end, though. That's what we trying to do. We trying to escape spiritually, man. Get back to building our nation. But like this place is not for us, man. You know, so no matter how Jake try to fit in, and like, man, we feel left out, man. We don't even feel in place in this damn place, man.
Man, you think it's cool to just get along, to be alone, bro? Get along with these people and they not gonna bother you, man. No. They can't do nothing to you. You see how long we've been out here teaching, calling this devil to his face that he's a devil, bro, and nothing's happened to us.
God.
So they can't.
They just only want to be hard against their own.
Right. They can't touch you. They can't do nothing to you unless you're going off. So you need to come out here and pray to the Most High about these devils. That's so you feel about it, man.
Yeah, man. That's all what we want. We want to get out of here, man. We done playing this game, man. This has been the worst captivity of all time, man. This is like, you know how like you waiting on somebody. Like, say for instance, you get off of work, you've been waiting for hours. Like, damn, where they at? Yeah. Like, all right, we up the street. We trying to make the place be up the street. We trying to get out of here.
And it's so easy, bro, man. It's so easy, bro. But niggas is worried about they living position. Yeah, their reputation too. They worry about their living condition, their reputation, what people think or perceive about them. All of this, man. You know, the Lord, he didn't even have his own place to lay his own head, bro. And he was still doing the work, bro.
God.
That's like that scripture where it said when he sent his servants at supper time, they began to make you want to get that, King? They began to make excuses. That's Matthew 14, verse 21. They began to make excuses, and one person said, I have bought land. Have me excused. You know, the other one said that, you know, he bought some cattle. Right? Like that's just the world. That's the things of this world, man. When the kingdom is right around the corner, you want to talk about you buying a land that's gonna be, you buying some land that's about to be destroyed.
Right.
Come on, man. Literally.
Yeah, Jake just thinking about all the wrong things, man. All the wrong things. These people got a judgment wait for them from the Most High, man. But these niggas is holding up the judgment, man. And you don't even have to touch these devils, man. The Lord's gonna do that, man. All you gotta do, right, is call out the BS, man, that they've been doing for these past few decades, man. And years, man. No? But nah, man, I gotta chase the bag, man. Nah, man, I gotta roll up this blunt and smoke it, man. Nah, man, I gotta drive by, man, and get up on the ops, man. I gotta do this.
They think just because we smoke a blunt, he gonna be saved, man. From his, you know what I mean, saved from all his problems.
Right.
He think he gonna be saved. Like, as soon as that wear it down, he gonna have to get his lazy ass up and roll up
Niggas is
another
thinking
blunt.
that as long as they have a band in their pocket, they don't have to worry about the, you know, so-called black people problems, man, here in America, bro. It's just,
We go through the same problems, but they just try to say we got our own problems. Nigga, no, we don't. Nigga, we got the same problems. You really think about it, we going through the same shit, man.
oh, exactly. You got something? That was Matthew.
The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 16. Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper, and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, Come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse.
Yeah, they make excuses. Now, I got to go to school. I got to get my doctorate. Read.
The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it.
Yeah, like he gotta go tend to his land. He's like, that's the end all be all, bro. But the Lord is asking him to do something. He's making an excuse, man.
God, that's Jacob to real estate right there, man. I just bought a crib for $17,000.
What about those niggas that be talking about going over to Africa?
Oh yeah.
Them
God.
niggas too. You see,
Yeah,
they
God.
kind of like died out.
Yeah.
You know, you don't hear about that nowadays.
About property.
Right. But it's just like, it's always a new fad, bro.
God.
When some gets old and then wears off, and then something revitalized comes back and gets reintroduced like it's something new, right? And then it's just like a cycle, bro. When we go to break this cycle, just curse, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Art.
I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee have excused me.
Right. So he said, have me excused, man. what I'm saying? Read.
And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused.
Yeah. Read.
And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come.
Oh, Eve. Gotta Eve. Read.
So that servant came and shewed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his...
So Yahweh Shah was being angry, man. So absolutely he don't care about what you got going on in this world. He wants you to come back and serve him, man. The Lord was being angry, man. Now tell him he out of pocket for that, man. Tell Yahweh Shah he out of pocket. Hey, Yahweh Shah, man, you doing too much, man. Brothers gonna come to the truth. They gonna come out and teach you, man. You being too thirsty, Yahweh. No, you ain't gonna tell Yahweh Shah that. His eyes gonna get too big and he gonna feel a slave.
Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city.
And that's what we at right now. We in the lanes, man. Right now we at Hyde Park, 53rd and Kemp Park, right? Read.
And bring in hither the poor and the maimed and the halt and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded.
So that's when we finish, man. That's when the testimony is come, man. That's when we testified that hey, our people's wicked, and a lot of them didn't return, man. They just stayed doing that goofy ass shit, and now they got to be destroyed by Yahweh Shah. All right, so we testified like, Lord, it's done. We completed our course, man, and that's what we're trying to finish up here, so this place can be destroyed. Read.
Lord, it is done. It is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant,
there's plenty room. Read.
Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in.
So we got to come out and teach again. We got to keep coming out and teaching again until it's done. Read.
That my house may be filled. For I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper.
So all you individual lights, man, that ain't doing this commandment Yahweh Shah gave us, you ain't gonna taste of that supper, man. You're gonna be left out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be left out. And this is why we go so hard, bro. Because we want to taste of that supper, man. We want to taste of that wine with Yahweh Shah, man. Because ain't no wine gonna be the wine that Yahweh Shah gonna put on that table for us. Brothers gonna be crying, man. You're gonna be like, dang, man, we really did it, man. That lamb gonna be so
gonna be like a championship.
We really did it. We won the championship, man.
That really is the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Like some people look forward to going home to go text some girl they met on Hinge. Like my ultimate goal, and I'm sure these brothers' ultimate goal, is to get the kingdom. And you know, some people just be looking forward to smoking a blunt, smoking a whatever.
White Russian. We're gonna literally sit down at that table, man, with your Yahweh Shah, man. Brothers they gonna have that playback, man. Like, yo, we was cold for this, bro. We put our life on the line for this, man. We literally froze to death, man, in the wintertime, man. And we still out here. We gonna really be, that flashback gonna come in and we gonna be like, Lord, we.
That's right. You know, and the food is not gonna be GMO. So if
all the people that fought up against us, man.
If the Most High make us Philly cheesesteaks, it's not going to be a GMO Philly, but you Negroes want to go home to smoke the blunt and eat a Philly. Right?
When you really think about it, bro, like, you know, all the people that fought against what we were saying, bro, like all the gainsayers, man, all the people that hand was evil towards what we were doing, bro. Literally gonna be sad and confounded. Their hands is gonna be over their mouth. When Yahweh Shah take that 24 karat gold crown, put it on your head, turn around and get the other one and put it on his head. They gonna be like, yo, we really fucked up.
Depart from me, for I
We really fucked up, man. Because them dudes out there on the street corners, he was dealing with them the whole time. And he wasn't dealing with somebody who went to school for a theologian degree.
When they subscribe to Christianity, this madness that they spew in there, bro. That's Greek mythology. You love Greek mythology. You better off, man, going and praising Zeus and saying that name, bro, or Hercules, because Hercules is your Jesus. You know, it's just so similar to each other, bro. It takes an idiot not to know. You know.
But our journey, man, like my journey started a little different from all our journeys started different. But look where we at. This is the end of the world, and we about to get saved. And we only got a little longer to endure. It was Messiah 5:1. We only got a little longer to endure, man. That's the spirit. We only got a little longer to endure, man. And that moment we finna meet the Lord of all lords, the King of all kings, the Hamashiach. We've been battered and bruised, and we still going. We scarred up, and we still going. We ain't show no signs of letting down, man. We not gonna let Yahweh shut down, man. You know what I'm saying? All these heathens that's round about us, man, they swallowed us up, man. That's the Gentiles, man. We the Gentiles, and we still came back, and we held this truth, man, as if for dear life. And we almost out here. Get what you got.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 5, or chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
And that's what we doing now. We standing in great boldness, man. We got CPD. We got the security that's walking past. We got agents walking past. We know agents is among us. We ain't no damn dummies. We know that we got all these different elements that we fight up against the rain, the cold, and we still out here, man, standing 10 toes down for the name of Yahweh Shah. Read.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
So when they shall see the salvation, they're going to be troubled, man, with terrible fear, read.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Now what that sound like? Brothers getting beamed up into the spaceships, the UFOs, man. Oh my gosh. They gonna be, where they going? They gonna be like, what? Hey, no plus, where they going? We gonna be like, that's the Lord. The Lord Yahweh Shah's back, man. Now that's strange, man. People think that's strange. Y'all believe in that? Yes. Ain't no other way we gonna be delivered out of this place, man. Esau got nuclear weapons. He got so many different weapons that we don't even know how to pronounce.
And there's literally no other way to be delivered either, because you try to get on a plane, that missile gonna hit the land before the plane even, you're gonna be boarding.
They got guns I've heard that they got guns, laser beam guns, that when they shoot you, like it's like a futuristic guns that they got. Like that they could really zap you to death, man. I've heard of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Finish.
When they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. They shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
So they wasn't looking for no mark sightings, man. They wasn't looking for that, man. Hey, what's y'all national? I know y'all Israelites, man. It's time to wake up, man. Nobody, y'all gonna come back. Y'all gonna be destroyed, man. That's what it is, man. Finish. That's all right.
Verse 3. And they repenting and groaning for pain of spirit.
They gonna try to hurt you. Please don't leave me here, man. I want to get delivered too, man. Why I ain't getting lifted up? They gonna be crying like, why I ain't getting lifted up, Shabbat? Why y'all getting lifted up? They're gonna be trying to hurry up, bro, but it's gonna be too.
Was he numbered among the children of God?
Hey, that's self-explanatory right there. How was he numbered among the children of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai? Read.
And his lot is among the saints.
His lot is among the saints. That means the saints go marching in, man, into the kingdom, into the 12 gates, into paradise, into everlasting rest, man. Because we had no rest here, man. You wanted us to work two jobs in one day, man.
Just to buy a carton of eggs.
Right. You wanted us to work 2 jobs and to make ends meet. You had no rest. You sleeping on the job because you didn't get no sleep at home. You have no rest.
And now you get in trouble with your job because you taking a lot.
Right, now you getting fired. You know what I'm saying? I know a sister that got fired, man, recently, man. And she was being discriminated against by Esau. And I was like, you know what? This is why we got to come into the truth. Because if you ain't got no hedge of protection, the Most High just let that happen to you.
That's it on that. Let me pre-sell that with this. This is Isaiah 66 and 5.
God.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake.
Right, so your own people would turn their back against you, man. Just because of this truth in the Bible that they say that they believe in.
They think that you're wrong and they're right. They think that their Christianity is the truth.
Right.
You know, they think that the God that they serve is the true God, and the God you serve is of the devil. Right. This is what they think, man.
That's no lie.
Right, let's read that over again. Isaiah 66 and 5. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed.
Right, so they shall be ashamed.
Don't they say, let the Lord be glorified in their churches?
Yeah, they say that all the time. So when he be glorified, he going to glorify against you, and he going to testify against you because you did not keep the commandments. You know? So we going to...
I got one more verse.
What time is it?
I got one more verse. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of the truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
Right, so the son of righteousness rose not. Who is the son of righteousness? Yahweh Shai. So he's not going to rise upon the wicked.
Right, because they teaching false doctrine, but they don't even know how wicked the doctrine that they teaching is, bro. They better off in the world, man, and not know God in the first place, man. Because in Christianity, bro, they teaching that Yahweh Shai is the Most High. They teaching that the Holy Ghost impregnated Mary, which makes Mary and Joseph an adulterer. You know. I mean, it's just so many. They teach in the Trinity. It's just a whole bunch of BS that they teach in the Easter, Christmas, these holidays, bro. Yeah. It's completely
Tammuz worship,
right?
With the cross on your forehead that they be putting.
They literally be walking around with the cross, with the Lord that died on the cross, bro. Walking around and wearing it, bro. Like that's supposed to be
something holy.
Right. The Lord killed on the cross. Why would you wear that?
That's like wearing a gun on your neck, like the actual gun, like a 357 or something.
I'm gonna honor my ancestors by having a new spinning.
Yeah,
like,
God.
It's just basically showing off all the Lord's mangled body on the cross. You're just showing off how much you hate the Lord, bro. Why would you do that?
And it's even more wicked because not only is it the cross, but some of the people who actually have Christ on the cross.
Right.
Like, just who wants to have that on their? That's
you think the
that's
Lord's going to have that cross with his mangled body like erected up as a monument somewhere in his kingdom? Hell,
he gonna come back smashing that, man, because he gonna come back
mockery.
smashing it, man.
It's mockery.
Exactly, it's mockery, bro, at its finest, man.
Oh, and I don't know if y'all familiar with the movie Jeepers Creepers. They was mocking Yahweh Shai in that movie too. Because they had the scarecrow on the cross, and then they showed his feet. Because, you know, like the Bible says, his feet was like brass, as if they're burned in the furnace. And it said he eats every 23rd spring. What's that? The Passover. So they literally they was mocking Yahweh Shai, man. It's Jeepers Creepers, man. I'm going to go back and check that movie out, too. I haven't watched it yet.
It's literal, like Christianity, bro. It's like a literal disrespect to the Lord.
Come on. Bring it out.
This is verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
That's that same, and that's the same anger that he read in the book of Luke, man. The master being angry, and it said it right there. He's gonna render his anger with rebukes of flames of fire, man. So he's gonna literally be rebuking you with fire, man.
The only way to cleanse, your wicked selves right now, man, is with fire, bro. Yo, that skin gotta burn, man. Cause y'all can't listen to reason. Give me Isaiah 1:18. You can't listen to reason, bro. It's just his servants out here with facts, literally reading his word off the pages of the book. Not even giving any interpretation to anything like that. Just straight out just reading it and then saying what that means.
And you know what? You got to think how the Lord looking at it too. Like servants, they out there freezing. He know like that we out here freezing, and like they don't even choose it. They still walk past that. So he gonna kill them for that. That's gonna be more. That's gonna be a reason to kill their ass, man. Because first of all, we out here freezing to death, and we out here for our people. And the Lord know that, man. The Lord know all things, man. So he gonna. That's another reason for him. I'm gonna get out on him. You know
Got that?
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 18.
Talking about the servants.
Come now, and let us reason together, saith Yahweh. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow.
Yeah, so we just out here trying to reason with our people, man. Trying to keep up with the game that's going on, man. This world, there ain't nothing in this world for you, man. It's not run by your people, man. It's like when you play poker, right? And the deck is what's the saying?
It's stacked against you.
Yeah, the deck is stacked against you.
They
man.
already got a head start. Like whole time we supposed to be trying to say we not cooperating with nothing of this world. And then the Most High come and be like, all right, well just keep the commandments. Just like if black people, we all just leave this place and like we not going along with what Babylon say. We gonna stick with the Most High. That's gonna force prophecy to come to pass, man.
Exactly.
But they want to study. It's going back to Maccabees where they consented to the laws of the king. You know?
Because Esau always been talking about let's all come and be one, right? But yeah, he wants you to leave your laws and come to his
follow
laws,
them.
man.
They
follow they.
And we want to reset, man. We want to reset. We didn't get a fair hand here, man. Y'all had a 400-year advantage of us, man.
It's never gonna be. It's never gonna be a fair game because even in casinos, it's the house versus you, and the house is always an advantage. We're always gonna have the odds stacked against us.
Jake, you're not in those casinos running those machines. You're not the ones in the back tinkering with the technology there, bro.
Just because Jay-Z and Kanye and all them other super rich people got that money, they're not the ones behind the scenes. They're the ones in front getting puffed.
Yeah, like Floyd Mayweather, he just bought 63 buildings in New York, man. Yeah, he getting money, but he ain't gonna help get us out of the predicament we in. He ain't gonna do that, man. He gonna keep the money for himself, and he gonna help his family.
With that type of money, why don't he open up a bank? Because that's where the real money at.
He's so gonna blow that bank.
Because he can loan out money. You know what the loan sharks be doing? They be loaning out money and then be asking for like ridiculous amounts of interest rate. Why don't he do that? That's where the money is.
Yeah, eventually they gonna come down upon him because they gonna like, what you plan on doing with that money? They gonna like, what you plan on doing with that money? So they gonna, like if any black people, any black billionaires come together on just a so-called black thing, they gonna be like, what are you guys doing with that money? So they're gonna like void their contract because it's like little clauses say that you can't do business with such and such and such and such. So like you guys are not supposed to be partnershiping on anything. It's in your clause. So that's how they keep. That's how they also keep us poor. They keep us guessing.
Fix that out, man.
though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow.
Man, everything bad that you've been doing, that the Lord hates, all of that is the Lord is willing to forget about all of that. And I'm talking about, like, he's even forgiven being a murderer, bro. Paul was a murderer, man. He literally killed members of the church, bro, that was in the truth. And imagine those members that was in the truth that got killed by Paul, the amount of complaints that they are going to be given to the Most High concerning Paul, right? But his sins was forgiven for all of that, bro.
And we pretty much got dibs on the kingdom. Like, all the Most High want us to do is come back and keep the laws. That's it.
Doesn't that sound wonderful, bro? Doesn't that sound like it's the best news that you could ever hear, bro? Best news that you could ever hear.
Alright, what about the other nations, bro?
What about the other nations?
No, not the other name. What about my white best friend?
Right.
What about white people? I don't care what happens to Chinese people.
Right.
What about my best white friend?
Yeah, what about my coworker at work, man? He just gave me a bomb ass.
What about my boss? He gave me
Right.
my boss gave me an 11-cent raise last week.
Right.
Brother, come on. Why can't he be accepted?
What about Nick, man? He's good, bro. He's down.
Good for business, man.
Right. What about him?
He's good for your business, but not my business.
But don't you see? They already been rewarded.
Not my business.
Their time to rule on the earth. They living it up right now. What more can you even want for them, bro?
They already living it up. Like
Right.
you just, they already living it up, man.
What more can you want for them, bro? What
They
about
got
you?
kids.
What about you?
They got kids like that little boy age probably got $5 million in his banking account already.
Did you know that in Britain they giving out grants to up and coming families to procreate and have children, bro? Little grants from their government, man. They trying to multiply, bro. They don't give us checks for multiplying, bro.
We actually don't multiply because of the money.
Right. A lot of our women is aborting children, bro. They on the Section 8, right?
Food stamps.
Food stamps, handouts from the government, bro, on the government's tit, so to speak. So, like, where's our grants at, man? Why can't I get a $10,000 grant money to start a family, man? What about us?
You know, deep down inside, they know if they was to give black people reparations, that'd be the end of them. Because, like, it's going, like, a lot of black people gonna be spending their money on goofy shit, but it's gonna be a couple of those black people out the bunch that's gonna do something with their money, and they can't have that shit, bro. They can't have it.
And the fear of that, too, just a couple of them.
Yeah, just a couple of people, yo. They gonna be like, damn, what they just do? They just bought an island? Or they just did, they moving, they doing, oh, no, we can't, no.
Because Chappelle joked about it in one of his skits about it when they gave us millions of dollars in reparation money, and he was joking with all black people was going to give it back anyways, but no.
But it's gonna be a couple of them out the bunch that really gonna like be a thorn in this society's side, and they gonna regret doing that. They gonna regret it.
They fear stuff like that, man.
That's really why they ain't give it to us, because they know, like, bro, like all these black people, the ones that's in the know. Oh yeah, give us that free money, and we gonna show you what we popping with. We might just buy up some of their property. Like that. Wait, who y'all said that bought this right here? Oh, it was just some type of anonymous real estate company or something like that. They were like, no, it was the black people that did that. They own this now. No, we can't have that. We can't have it.
And then they're gonna put up the interest rates and the taxes.
They're gonna raise the taxes to fuck us up.
You know, try to gentrify you. Like, I'm pretty sure they're trying to gentrify my neighborhood as we speak.
They gonna send the IRS after you, man, to make sure that you pay, you know, your cut of the government. It's just complete wickedness, man. This is the book of Hebrews 3 and verse 14. For we are made partakers of Christ if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end.
That's right.
Right? So we're trying to do this and endure in the gospel and what the Lord said and promised to his people until the very end, man. Right? Because why is that so important? Well, it's important because, man, because of how society have wronged us, man. You know,
they fear that get back. That's what it is. They fear of the get back.
Exactly, that too. You know, and I mean, we can put it in elegant words or whatever like that, but it's just plain and it's simple, man. To those who are walking a godly life, man, but to those that are just.
And then another thing too, why they not gonna give us that money? Because remember what Gaddafi tried to do with that gold?
Oh yeah.
They like we could easily like become allies with the people that like America's enemies. They like, no, we can't. They gonna that's war games right there. Gaddafi and Fidel Castro and all the you know what I'm saying. So they like if we do get that money and we try to set up a shop for our own military. And then they send us letters like, look, we riding with y'all, man. Like we'll be allies. That'll be actually like the enemy to my enemy. So America, they can't do that.
Verse 15. While it is said today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts as in the provocation. For some, when they had heard, did provoke. So when someone heard this good news, bro, they provoked. They provoke the Most High to anger, man. How do you provoke the Most High to anger? You're not really talking to him in his face, but you are speaking against the message that he sent his messengers to give you, man. Right? That's one of the ways of you provoking against the Most High. Verse 16. For some, when they had heard, did provoke, howbeit not all that came out of Egypt by Moses, but with whom was he grieved 40 years? Was it not with them that had sinned?
Hey, take it out. Take it out.
Whose carcass fell in the wilderness, right? So the Lord is showing you example after example of what not to be, man. How many times he got to reference Egypt, man, for you to get the point?
Trying to go down.
Right. How many times he got to mention Babylon and keep talking about history Babylon in Revelation over and over again, man? How many times is the Lord going to send you, man? Look at your dollar bill. Why is the pyramid back there on the dollar bill? Right? How many signs the Lord is going to show you, man, before you follow his ways, man? But hey, man,
only thing how he can save them is by just destroying them.
Our people just walking around out here blind, just like they might as well be blind, literally walking around here with a can, knocking it out. Just doing this stuff.
That's the scriptures too. The blind lead the blind. And like that sick dog. If you got like an animal that's sick and you can't save him, you got to put him down, man. And that's what the Lord's gonna have to do to 2/3 of our people. They not trying to. It's like they not even moving. They not backpedaling. They just standing in one spot. We like, come on, bro. We gotta get back to the Most High. They stopping the momentum, man.
And the Lord was grieved with that disrespectful generation in the wilderness, man. He was grieved, right? Verse 18. And to whom sware he that they should not enter into his rest, but to them that believe not.
Right, so yeah, and it's a lot of unbelievers among the nation of Israel. But, you know what I'm saying? But they believe in something. It's just they don't believe in the Bible. They believe in Esau's money and his way of life. But when the Most High take away that that way of life, he's finished. Right? The Lord ain't gonna want to hear them because like when the time of repentance was open, they didn't take the free bait. They didn't take the free card, the free get out of jail card. You know what I'm saying? The lifeline card, man. They didn't take it. They continued the ways of this world. You know what I'm saying? They chose free credit. They chose to have free credit, man.
It's like they literally taking off a land, right? And the Lord is right there at the cliff trying to take my hand, and they slap their hand away, and I'd rather die.
They rather take the free credit and some crumbs. To say they self-made, like one of these rappers who's rapping. God did, I did this myself. You know you got proud niggas out here that'll do that. They're like, why y'all praying to God, nigga? I got this. They out here somewhere, man. They out here somewhere.
What's so hard not to believe that the Lord is only for Israelites, man? They think that's unbelievable, bro. But you gotta believe that. The Bible teaches that, man. This is verse 19. So we see that they cannot enter in because of unbelief. You gotta believe in the whole scroll, man, not just parts of it. Not just a feel good, that's just sweet and loving to your heart, man. No, you gotta believe in the other parts of it.
Yeah, eat the whole roll, man. Because they don't even got his name right. They already stumbling at the name. They stumbling at the law. They stumbling on their nationality. It's like, at least get the law right. Like, and then you will find your nationality according to the Bible. But it's like the Bible say, seek and you shall find. Like, you know what I'm saying? Seek and you shall. All things should be revealed to you, man.
You got like seek and you shall find.
Yeah, kind. They're not even seeking, man. They just seeking a check. They seeking some taxes. They seeking a brand new a Ferrari or goddamn, you know what I'm saying, a BMW truck or something like that. That's a BMW. That's a spiritual BMW. They not seeking the spiritual things, man. They seeking the things of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? What you got out?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verse 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels.
See, and the Lord got to do this again because, like the brother just said, he was grieved in the wilderness, right? Yeah, so he gonna do it again. He said he's gonna purge out from among us the who?
The rebels. And them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn. And they shall not enter into the land of Israel.
Right, so the rebels is not going to the land of Israel. They're going to be killed off in the wilderness, man. And the Lord is ultimately going to starve out. He's going to starve out the population, man. Half of this population going to be starved out. They're going to drop like damn flies, man. Right?
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
And you're going to know that the Lord did that, man.
Yeah, being starved out is like the worst way to die. Because during that time, people was going to try to kill themselves, man. You see how quick Esau was willing to kill himself.
Yeah, jump off a bridge or something.
When he lose his job, when he lose his finances, he's quick to off himself.
That's
and not even that. So they'll be having a great life, and then they'll go cave diving. You know, like you got 4 kids who love you. You got a beautiful wife and like a $500,000 job, and you want to go cave diving. Like, you don't kill yourself over nothing, literally.
And what's cave diving when they go all the way in that thing?
When they go into caves, and like they be getting stuck and dying.
That's just stupid, man. Like that's just stupid.
You know how like
Who got time to do shit like that?
remember that billionaire guy who had that
They got hit. They got ate by that shark or something. Yeah. They just thought remnants of it. Yeah, that's stupid, man. Like, they just I don't know, man. With Esau, bro.
He always trying
We're
to.
just not the same people.
He's always trying to go and find out and search out the unknown of the earth.
And get too many people.
Yeah.
Too many people should be separated. Because I don't find interested into walking outside and it's cold as hell and I ain't got no coat on or nothing like that. So they walk outside with sandals and shorts and shit. Like, nah, I don't get out like that.
With some boxers on, like going around in boxers. It's not cold and it's raining.
Yeah. That cave diving shit is wild. Cause who got time to do that, bro? There's a million things you can do in the world. Why is you doing that?
And apparently the mortality rate of cave diving is like 1 in 3,000 or something. 1 in 3,600.
This is Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bow.
Right, so we 2 manner of people, man. Israel is not doing that, man. The most we gonna do is probably get something to sip on, go to the house, you know what I'm saying, listen to some music, man. Or, you know, you might go out occasionally with your rib, but you ain't finna jump off those goddamn cliff, man. With the goddamn bungee cord attached to your damn ankle or something, man. You're not finna do that, man. You cannot pay me $1 million to do that. I'm not doing it.
It's already hard enough to get on those water coasters. You fear that they may break down.
Yeah, we say Final Destination.
Ew.
Hey, I don't know about y'all, but you could pay me $1 million.
I ain't doing it.
$1 million just to go jump off that one time?
You be in the spirit world. It won't sound like that. Why'd you do that? Now, you know they got away. Why would you do? All right, son, come over here, man. I know. Just come over here, man. You know, so I'm not chancing nothing. I'm different, man. You know, I can't go. I ain't gonna do that, man. I ain't doing that, man. No sirree, no search.
A lot of these Hollywood actors are getting backdoored for $1 million. All I gotta do is
Y'all see something on that sign right there?
all I gotta do is jump off a bungee jump one time for $1 million.
Man, they be jumping out of helicopters and planes. Man, hell no, bro. I'm not doing that, man. No search. I ain't doing it. You would do that, Art?
Hell no.
I ain't doing it, bro.
I think they was cartoons or something.
Yeah, they saw what it was. I can't do that, because first of all, like that near death, that rush that they be getting, like, oh, like, hey, it's a video of a dude. He doing backflips on the side of a, you know, the dude, the little stuntman dude. He jumping off of buildings with the poles and doing all that.
Yeah.
Bro, that near death shit, bro. You can miss me with all that.
And you know, it's like
That shit's scary, man.
It's like a
parkour videos and they be jumping up them big gaps like that.
Yeah, doing like somersaults and backflips and doing backflips up to slide on the side and going down. Nah, bro, I ain't know that, bro. You want to break a leg or a spleen or your ribs, your heart, like I ain't into that.
Some people went into cardiac arrest when they go back and stuff like that the first time.
For real?
Yeah, some people.
That's what the Bible says.
What you mean, like what you mean?
Yeah. That when you start to do that,
Seizure?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ain't with all that.
Cardiac arrest is where your heart stops, right? I don't know. I forget.
Like, you know, the way they built this society, like in this world, this would be as big as a building is gonna get. Like this right here. They got all these skyscraper buildings. You all the way up there, motherfucking 25 stories up in the sky, looking down like this. Motherfucker been to through you through that motherfucker. Nah, I ain't with all that, man. Salakia. I'm not with all that.
And when you look at you living in those apartments,
I ain't with all that, man.
one black person wants to be up that high.
That's too high.
And then the wind starts, you can feel the building swaying and stuff.
Yeah, that was Gab right there. You like, Gab. Yeah, but that's too high for me, man. This is standard right here. Like, the castles and palaces that King Solomon had, it was like this. That's how is it gonna go? All that, like, 30 stories up and all? Nah, man. We ain't finna do it. And look, when I go to them hospitals and all that, and you know what I'm saying, and going downtown, we have to do something, we gotta go all the way. I ain't with it, man. I'm always thinking in the back of my head, like, yo, this whole setup is just the money, man. For the most part.
Yes, that is how it is.
The whole setup is the money, man.
Because they want to try to reach up into the...
Yeah, Khan, that's going back to what, Babylon?
No, that's it's a verse that I do believe it's talking about Esau, where it's like they want to...
Sent to the clouds. It sounded like they sounded like out of space.
Something. I forgot.
No! Finish the story!
They put their nest among the stars.
Yeah, that.
Finish the story,
It sounded like.
This is 2 Corinthians 3:12. Seeing then that we have such hope, we use great plainness of speech.
You want to hear a racist joke?
Right, exactly. We use much.
You want to hear a racist joke?
Well, I'm gonna just paraphrase. We use plainness of speech. We're not speaking difficult words for you to understand, right? because it would be profitable for the churches to be think in a way that we can't understand. A lot of people understand what we're disregarding, what the Bible is saying, but they rejected the teachings.
Every time they walk past us. Every time they walk past us, and then just like they'll say they not rejecting us, but guess what? When you walk, like what you said, you walk past us, you rejecting the message.
Verse 13, and not as Moses, which put a veil over his face, that the children of Israel